We're back today, and basically, we talk about the many things that we need in our present time. Midwest boss, and I'm Agigi, and it's nice to meet each and every one of you. First thing I would say, don't get distressed about any time you can think about being distressed. You count to five, like one, two, three, four, five. When you count to five, internally, you start to take control of yourself. You cannot panic about anything. What's going on now is many people's point of views about what's going on as far as the microscopic, or what we call not visible. They call it invisible, but it's invisible, which leads to that which cannot be seen without an instrument of the eye. Now, the eye is a sensor, which is a gift for to be mobile for the body, which is a torso, which is the soul, which is encased in the body. The arms and the legs are what they call extenders. Okay, so it helps. It helps to move around, helps you gather things, helps protection, the arms and the legs. Okay, this was called self-defense, defending the self, which is actually the body, or what's called the torso. Okay, within the torso, you have the organs, and these organs help to keep you mobile, keep you healthy. This health is deal with the invasion. So while we on earth, we were told to do certain things. One was called cleansing the body. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So we have that. Now, we also have what we call certain groups of people. One of these groups of people was given a covenant. A covenant is an agreement from those who are the manufacturers of what we call man, or we call human. The word man is the word men, which means from. Like when you say those people, you ask anybody that knows what they would call Islam, as far as the religion, Orthodox Islam, things like that. They have what they call mental Allah. When they say mental Allah, they say men al is the source, from the source, and then they give it the title Allah. Allah can have many different names to it as far as man is concerned. So different acronyms was putting on by those who was giving the understanding of this culture or covenant, which they call Islam today, which you have 12, tribes of what we call Israel, things of that nature. So what we're stating now is that everyone has a right to their point of view. But that's where we come in, that's where I come in, that's where the angelic realm comes in, and choose those who are related, because they have left children down here, or their duplications down here. And most of the times you cannot really see what's going on until you basically stop at the Sabbath, which is very important, and then calculate what you have done for the 7 days. It's considered the past. And then you plan in the present, which is the festive day, a day of review, a day of learning, a day of happiness, you know, where you desist from doing things that's irrelevant or not pertaining to the glory of your creator who created you in the womb. That is something that you have to give her back, her glory and the honor and respect. At one time, it was Hail Mary full of grace for the fact that she had a mutation, which was called Emmanuel or Jesus, and also called in different times Adonai. It was also called in different times Tammuz, Murdoch. It was called also times Michael, the warring angel. Different names were called by different bodies of torsos, which we call human beings or being in the form of a human. So you have all of that which is concerned. So when you stop, take control of yourself and use your will, you have one thing, you have will, which is neutral. Before you make a decision, before you make a movement, before you let your emotional make motion to your body, you have to think about it. And when you think it this way or that way, to do or to don't, if it's good or if it's bad to you or to society at large. So within all of that, we're going to now say the prayer, right, that will clean this mess up, take us back to the full circle of what's going on, and then we're going to start to utilize to get out of it. See, in the scriptures that was given, and it was translated to many people, you had what they call Catholic, then that split up into two groups, and then you had anti-disestablishment, Baptist, Lutheran, Episcopalian. Everybody had their say in what was going on, and this was only considered to be the new teachings of that which came to fulfill society or fulfill the laws. So now what you have is different translations from that which was known, or those who would say that they also got hit by the light. What is this light that people say that they got hit by? The light is what we call the transferring of thoughts by those who are in the etheric or ethereal form, which is a gaseous form. This is not taught to you in school, because in school is a programming center. School is a programming center, and in that programming center, you are taught to be what they call an EBE, or extra biology entity. You see, so this entity is almost like robotic, but being that you have the breath of life in you and your senses are different than a programmed robot that was done by humans. It's a difference between robotic human and a robotic robot. You see, so they call them androids, they call it artificial intelligence, they call it Alex. There's many things now, Sarah or Cyrus, or different things now that's coming out. The main thing is that you have your teachings from the different frequencies that they call denominations. And this could be anywhere, but the main thing is to take what you have been taught, use that as a reference, and then move up to the next level. Okay, so there's many things that basically what's going down. There's many things that's happening right now. You got the virus going on. Every year is something else that people take and use that as a ruler or a method of concern. And this is I'm saying this in neutral, because you have what they call Shah, which is considered to be SHA, and then you have SHA or CHI, which is CHI. Then you have SHE, which is she. All this is considered to be the same, phonetically sounding different, but at the same time, initially, the same representation dealing with etymology. So what's going on now is that the chi, which is the woman, the she, which is the energy, right? And the she, right, again, right, which represent all of it. It's the same thing as a game that is used symbolically for the representation of control. So the control is the chess game, and you have the pawns on the board. Now, to differentiate that which is that, they take from biology the white and the blood cells. The white blood cells protect the red blood cells, but the red blood cell is actually the blue blood cells before it's oxidated by what they call oxygen. When you look at yourself, you'll see that your veins is actually what they call that blue color. That blue color is similar to what they call green. That green is GREN, right? And that green is called nigga or nigra or niggas. And niggas is just what we call niggas from the word negative, which is the source of what we call positive. It says that as above, so below, everything is generated out of its opposites. So what that's saying is that when you say positive, right, that is the pause, that is the position or the post shown from that. The origin is what we call negative. You see, just as it's stated, from the darkness came the light. So the darkness, right, is always going to be, but the light is a visitor. You see, and the visitor is actually what you call the sun. So they took that same teachings, applied it in elementary school, right? For the source, L represents the source, AL, EL, LE represents the source. Okay? So when you say the source, L, and then you say men from the source, elementary, or elements. You see, the particles of sound to articulate commands for you to make motion. So these things is the first part of what is called depression. When you don't know this and you're not sure of yourself, is similar to walking on a tightrope or walking on a beam, gymnastics beam, and you have to get your balance, and you have to understand, you know, how to walk. Right now, in this habitat that you put into, it's changing and it's shifting. We don't went from agriculture where they had people in the farms, and then the thought came, they started sketching out things, cotton gins and all kind of stuff. Then those people who snatched it went to the trademark and got it copyright and used it for them. So we didn't need that. So we didn't need all those people in the field. So they say, okay, what we're gonna do now? We start doing industry in the plants. The first, or the biggest was called Ford Foundation, Chevrolet, things, automotive, okay, as they say. Or from automotive, you have what they call, they went into war, and then from the automotive, you started making tanks and all this. All this is considered to be industry, okay? The industry sign was marked by what they call metropolitis. If you was to go and put metropolitus, right? Matter of fact, you can go to, actually Beyonce did something metropolitus. You can see that, but you go past that about, I would say 20, 27. After the Depression, before the Depression, these are these things. And the Depression was the cleansing also. We're right now, 2020, going through a cleansing. And this cleansing is not only for humans, but all those who snuck in under the radar from what they call the galactical restrictions. Is you can see this on what they call Men in Black. Have you seen Men in Black? The black represent what? Rewind, I already told you what black represents. Black represents the darkness that's always here. The sun comes in as a visitor. See? So with that analogy being I don't have my nose ringing. Being 360 degrees of knowledge, being of this, that, and these on this realm, and then that extra 360 degrees at 720, which is now we get ready to put it down like the carpet, like a builder, as what we say in parables. It's already been done. I just have to explain to you the reference points and where you can go get this newfound treasure, like the leprechaun man with the pot of gold, where you can get this treasure, how you can get this treasure, and we can play a game. We got money in the back, as you can see. And I got somebody on the line. Yes, sir.
Yeah, with my money.
I noticed. I heard you say, you know, it gives a little second. But anyway, actually, if you want to be on this, you on it. But I am live right now. I am live, and we're talking. I was just talking about putting it down, and the next level. I was talking about the cleansing of what's going on, and it's not only for humans, you know, that didn't take heed, you know, that's disgruntled, that did things in the past, they're going, but it's also for those who snuck underneath the grid of the galactical confederation as far as who can be on this planet. So it's certain frequencies that they cannot take. Our immune system, once we build our immune system up, we will be able to deal with this. That's not a problem. It's not a problem that we can't fix with brothers like you and brothers like me making things, you know, happen. So you want to say something? You want?
I have to put it to some more thought because I did think about something a long time ago and haven't really thought about it being that way since then.
Right.
But I think I understand what you're saying because there's some theory that they were supposed to be. That's why they send up so many rocket ships, basically to fight off whoever's coming.
Right.
And I said, okay, this kind of makes sense. And I didn't think about it that way, but when I look at what they're sending out with these 5G, that it's acting as a radar, actually a laser unit.
Right.
That's a whole different concept.
Right.
And I said, I didn't think about it. I've seen it and I didn't think about it. And now when you bring that up, it brings back some old thoughts. And so I have to really put my mind to it one more time before I even say something.
Right. So how about this, right? How about let me finish this here, and because basically I'm going through the new communications. I'm teaching for the tribal leaders what they need to do to get out of her. There's the teachings that's in the revelations that we must get out of the beast, and we must go ahead and get back to who we are. So I have a solution for the next phase. So I want to get that in. So how about we just do another show and you get your, you know, rows, dots in the rows, or how they call it, and and we put it down and heal the world.
There is one thing I want to say.
Okay.
Basically, when you go back to the electronics, and basically a lot of, I will say, our people, poor people, don't have the electronic money, and especially on where my level is music level, and I've seen where they have actually taking the music level and the frequencies and things of that nature, and they downsized it, basically. And now it seems like they want other people to use these electronics than our people, because we basically don't make enough money to buy new units all the time, computers or music equipment. And I feel a lot of the stuff musically that our people need to be engineering or using to talk with each other for making, like I said, always said, hip hop seemed to have gathered more people than they thought it was going to gather, because hip hop took the, if you remember up in New York, Jamaicans and black people, we just wasn't on the same wavelength until rap came out. So then we brought those people together. Now with Latin music and everything else, and with all people, even the Japanese and the Chinese and the Mexicans, everybody's rapping in these lyrics. They're crazy fast, frequency-wise, it's fast, so we're all connecting. But they're downsizing it because that connection right there brings too many people together, of our people. So now what I see is this, what they're doing, you can go to some studios or listen to some music that's going on right now, and you'll see that, let's say a music package, soul music and everything else, where they stole our algorithms from these different machines. A lot of other people make our music, and that's where we're losing the soul from, and we don't have the creativity because of some of these machines, because some of them are not made to be creative, they're just used to clone, and the creative ones are not in our grasp because they're $700 and more money, and our people just ain't making that money to actually get anything done. And somebody called me this morning and said the studio's out in California. You didn't have a studio, everybody ain't doing nothing. They're all shut down, and that's why you have so many people from like LL Cool J and everybody else doing things on Instagram and pushing this across this way and squeezing the people that we are doing what we're doing, pushing them out. So why would I look at you if I'm looking at LL Cool J, or I'm looking at somebody else doing services like Cool, you know what I'm saying? That's all I really want to say right now.
Okay. So basically, okay, when you do say, what name are you going to use so that people know? Because I'm in it right now. It's getting ready to come down. You know, I'm representing the new you, which is formerly New York. But what name are you going to be using?
Shabazz. I'm always going to use Shabazz. Musically, this is totally different. Shabazz is the name of Malcolm X, and basically, from the standpoint, they know exactly who he is. That's me, Shabazz.
Oh man, you know what that?
Because musically, I go under another name. You know, musically, I go under Kuma, but they don't know who Kuma is. They know who Shabazz is.
You know what? I just got paid when you said that. I just got paid. I just got paid when you said that. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue this. I'll hit you back. After I make these things, and we'll talk further on how we can go ahead and put this back. You just heard Shabazz, Kuma. Bear.
That was my stage name.
Okay. Cool. And we.
It happens to be my first name backwards because it's Marku. It's Kuma in Japanese. It's Marku in English.
Marku. All right, we gonna get back with you. I'm gonna put this down right now and get this up in here. And I appreciate you being on here and helping. And I appreciate. And we're not gonna disclose your location now. We'll let them know where you at. When just see, you know what? First of all, you gotta put a little something in it to get the people to come back. They know now they gonna go to Florida and forget about me. But anyway. He done gave me the skate master title. I appreciate that.
They can't go around you. There's no way to go around you. You know, when I mention top issue, because to tell you the truth, it ain't that. I feel. You know how you come back to a country and there's nobody here supporting you, and you have to actually wait until somebody gives you some support to do something. But you can't lift it all yourself. I know I'm coming from the bottom up to you, and you're coming to the top trying to pull me up. Coming from the top trying to pull me up. You understand what I'm saying?
Woohoo! All right, this is cool. You know, but then I come and I say, because the earth is not on anything, we're rotating. You're also the top. You see what I'm saying? And it back at you.
Mm-hmm.
Because the earth is not fixed on anything. It's rotating, it's moving, it's revolving. So there's really no up and down. Is what you call in and out of this location.
I just hope we don't grow on a level, because I know after whatever happens now, they can't have a chance. They should not have a chance to do the same exact thing they were doing for all these thousands of years.
Right. But you know, I believe, you know, quiet as it's kept, you know, soft law is the change has already been made. They just phasing it in. And in order to phase it in honorably and really professionally as it's being done without any bloodshed, they're using another tactic. And this tactic was it was the trump card of any society, which is the health.
Yes,
Once
I told my wife, I said, they said it's fire, but this is Clorox, this is heat, this is a damn thing, this is something that has to be beaten by heat. It's a heat virus, basically, and I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the first. I mean, it's like we done built, so we already know what's going on. We have that knowledge. You see, we are in the now. You know, of what is presently taken. You know, because we're hoovering over and we're actually watching it. We're not of it, but we're watching it go by. So, and as we watch it, you know, I will explain it. As you know, what the things that you're doing, the honorable things you're doing in your area, just keeping people stable. You know, it's like, you know, I can see the things that you have done, you know, with your intellect. See, so
yeah,
this.
But it seemed like they should, what you call it, see now, and what I told you about, that whole, and this is where I don't like to say anything sometimes, because when you know, he hears everything and tries to counteract. And basically, my whole school network got shut down because I ain't at the school.
Right. Well, you still in school because you already put the thought in there. It resonate within them. It's not going nowhere. What they right now, people in the survival mode, and in this survival mode, they will always take reference to what you already programmed. You already reprogrammed that whole schooling district. And yeah, I already know that. It's okay, because by the word that we say, we project and we put it out there. Sometimes we don't see it. You may not even see it in a lifetime, but it's there. It will never stop.
I can understand it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hit you back. We got 30 minutes on this here. I'm getting ready to take this thing off, and then I'm gonna reboot again. I'm gonna hit you before I reboot.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.
And we had just said peace. Peace. I'm waiting for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't panic. Don't panic.